Zodiac age, so today we are going to take on our next Esper, which is going to be the Hashmal Esper fight. Real quick before we get started, just going to give a quick shout out to the FTCC, the Free Time Creators Collective. We have Big Baby J, who's also been playing Final Fantasy XII. I'll leave his link down in the description below, along with some of the other members. He's been doing a low-level run of this game, so it's been kind of interesting to see him go through the game at a very low level. So with that being said, we are going to make our way this way, and we are going to go ahead and touch the Waystone. Okay, so we're going to leave, just double checking, no chest. Okay, so we're going to leave out of here, and we're going to head to the left, after we get into some crude fights here. And you see that we have these crystals, these little waystone looking things, so if we come down here real quick, I'm going to read this real quick. Let's see here. Ancient letters hang. Who reaches the final sphere? No paths here. Find you. High school. Okay, that didn't really help me none. Cannot be opened from this side. Okay, but we do want to touch this waystone here, the black sigil. So all those other red sigil, or all those other sigils, we're just going to kindly ignore for the time being. But we're going to get to them. Not exactly at the very moment. Okay, so from here we're going to make our way around. I am going to tread a pouch full of whimper fire shots. Oh, there is a secret wall here. And that's actually where we need to go, but before we do, I'm just going to make sure there is no other loot that we need to grab. Just see one right clearly over there. Okay, so just ignore these sigils. We don't want to do anything with those. Even though we need to touch the green sigil, that is not the one we need to touch. So again, just ignore it. So here's another wall. Real quick, let's see. Does anybody have float? Just momentarily, just so I can get this treasure. Okay, so this is actually what I wanted to get. One of the things was Flare, which is a awesome item or a magic to have. Okay, so let's go ahead and touch the green sigil. probably did. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's a secret wall here. So we need to touch the red sigil this time. Okay, so as you can see now, after I grab this treasure here, the ultimate blade. Who can use that? And Fran, but she cannot because I don't think I unlocked it for her. Okay, so as you can see, we have these 4 sigils here. Each one are a different color. So each one is going to correspond with the altar that we had selected. So here we have the sigil of sacrifice. Let's see, sigil of sacrifice. Okay, so they're all the sigil of sacrifice. Okay. So we have this purplish looking one here. That is dealing with magic. So if you selected the altar that dealt with magic, this is going to be the sigil that you're going to touch. Then we have the white looking one. This deals with the weapons. This one is yellow, so this deals with items. And finally, this one deals with the map. So that's the one we need to touch. Touch the waystone. Next, we're going to head up. We're going to get on the lift and go to floor 90 or 90F, however you want to take it. And I did forget to set up, but that's all right. Before we get too far, we do need to set up real quick for this fight. We're going to get shoved right into it, but we do need to make sure that we can have somebody in berserk mode, decoy on that tank. And then we need to make sure we can get float off, which we're going to have to get Bosch in. There is our Esper. He does have some nasty ground abilities, so that's why we need to get float on. So, okay, so that works. So we're going to take Fran out, put Bosch in. We do want to make sure everybody has a ribbon. We need to make sure Gambit is on. We are going to put Python just so that way we have... Looks like it's going pretty quickly. He has like either. Well, I guess it works. Okay, so here's that quick ability. So you see, we basically bypassed it because of our float ability. So that's one more Esper under our belt. Now, when you go to give this Esper to somebody, I would definitely make sure you give it to either a knight or a monk, because they're going to have some more white magic abilities that they can unlock that you wouldn't be able to do beforehand. Go ahead and at least turn off decoy and berserk. We don't necessarily need it. I'm going to go ahead and turn float off too. We don't necessarily need that either. Alright, we're going to make our way up and around here. Dark matter.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrist must be near.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she?
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue onwards. I don't think we have any more fights. Okay, so before we continue onwards, this is gonna be where we're gonna leave off. I would highly suggest, because this is getting to the point of no return, as far as having Redis in the party. So I would suggest, and I'm going to do so myself, this not necessarily mean I'm going to go back and reuse them, but if you choose to at this point take the lift back down and do a lot of your side quests with Redis, you can do so. Now I do know that there are quite a few other things that you cannot do side quest wise until you actually complete the Pharos, so which means unfortunately you're not going to be able to do those quests with Redis. So I would just create a master save file, so that way if you want to go back and do some of those side quests with him, you can definitely go do that. So in the next episode, we're going to finish off the Pharos, and we're going to meet up with, I think it is Dr. Sid, if I'm not mistaken, the evil mastermind. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in the final section of the Pharos, where we take on Dr. Sid.